Hello friends, welcome to this video tutorial. Our today's topic is detection of different polarized light. To understand the detection of different types of polarized light, it is convenient to remember some important facts. So the first important fact is that a rotating Nicol prism acts as an analyzer. If we incident any light into the Nicol prism which is rotating, then in one complete rotation of the Nicol prism, the intensity of the emergent light may have following three possibilities. The first possibility is that if the intensity varies from maxima to 0 minima twice, then the incident light will be plane polarized light. The second possibility is that if the intensity varies from maxima to 0 minima, that means incident light will be partially polarized light or elliptically polarized light. And the third possibility is that if no variation in intensity, then the incident light may be unpolarized light or circularly polarized light. Now, the second important fact is that a quarter wave plate produces a phase difference of 90 degree between O ray and E ray. The third fact is that a plane polarized light when passes through the quarter wave plate produces circularly polarized light, and when circularly polarized light passes through the quarter wave plate, it produces plane polarized light. Similarly, the fourth important fact is that when the plane polarized light passes through the quarter wave plate, elliptically polarized light is generated, and when elliptically polarized light crosses through the quarter wave plate, plane polarized light is produced. Now come to the topic. We have an unknown light. We don't know whether this light is unpolarized light or partially polarized light or plane polarized light or circularly polarized light or elliptically polarized light. We don't know. Our aim is to find out the type of the light. So for this, we incident this light into the rotating Nicol prism, which acts as an analyzer, and after one complete rotation of the Nicol prism, we have read in the earlier slide that we get three possibilities, that means three results. If we get the first result, that means variation in intensity from maxima to 0 minima twice, that means the incident light will be plane polarized light. And if we get second result, that means variation in intensity from maxima to non-zero minima, that means the incident light will be partially polarized light or elliptically polarized light. And if we get the third result, that means no variation in intensity, that means incident light will be unpolarized light or circularly polarized light. In the first case, it is clear that incident light is plane polarized light. But in second and third cases, the unknown light or incident light may have two possibilities. That means we need to further proceed in these two cases. So first consider only the second case. That means the result has variation in intensity from maxima to non-zero minima, and here the unknown light may partially polarized light or elliptically polarized light. So to find the exact type of the unknown light, we incident this light into the quarter wave plate. If the incident light is partially polarized light, and this partially polarized light is when passes through the quarter wave plate, there is no change in light. And if the incident light is elliptically polarized light, when this light is passes through the quarter wave plate, it converted into the plane polarized light. So after emerging out the quarter wave plate, partially polarized light is partially polarized light, and elliptically polarized light is converted into the plane polarized light. This emergent light is now incident on a rotating Nicol prism. After one complete rotation of the Nicol prism, we get two results. if we get first result, that means variation in intensity from maxima to zero minima twice. This result is possible only when the plane polarized light is incident on a rotating Nicol prism. And this plane polarized light is obtained from the elliptically polarized light when it passes through the quadrivium plate. So if we get the result variation in intensity from maxima to zero minima twice, that means the incident light will be elliptically polarized light. If we get second result, that means variation in intensity from maxima to non-zero minima, this result is possible when partially polarized light is incident on a rotating Nicol prism. So the incident light or unknown light will be the partially polarized light. Now considering the third case in which the result is as no variation in intensity, an unknown light will be unpolarized light or circularly polarized light. Here again we incident this light into the quadrivium plate. If unpolarized light is incident on a quadrivium plate, no change in light, and if circularly polarized light is incident on a quadrivium plate, it is converted into the plane polarized light. So when the incident light passes through the quadrivium plate, unpolarized light is unpolarized light and circularly polarized light is converted into the plane polarized light. Here again we put the rotating Nicol prism, and after one complete rotation we get two results. The first result is that variation in intensity from maxima to zero minima twice. For this result, plane polarized light must be incident on a rotating Nicol prism, and this plane polarized light is obtained from the circularly polarized light. So for this result, variation in intensity from maxima to zero minima twice, the incident light or unknown light will be circularly polarized light. If we get second result, that means no variation in intensity, for this result the unpolarized light must be incident on a rotating Nicol prism. So if we get the result no variation in intensity, that means the incident light will be unpolarized light. Let us summarize our tutorial. We have an unknown light which is incident on a rotating Nicol prism. If we get the result as variation in intensity from maxima to zero minima twice, that means the unknown light is plane polarized light. Otherwise, this unknown light is incident on a quadrivium plate, and the emerging light of the quadrivium plate is incident now on the rotating Nicol prism. If we get the result as no variation in intensity, that means unknown light will be unpolarized light. If we get the result as variation in intensity from maxima to non-zero minima, that means unknown light is partially polarized light. And if we get the result as variation in intensity from maxima to zero minima twice, then unknown light may be circularly polarized light or elliptically polarized light. Here again the unknown light have two possibilities. We know that circularly and elliptically polarized light are produced from the superposition of two plane polarized lights. So if the unknown light is circularly polarized light or elliptically polarized light, then the amplitudes of the two plane polarized lights are given. If the amplitudes of the two plane polarized lights are same, that means the unknown light is circularly polarized light, and if the amplitudes of the two plane polarized lights are different, then the unknown light is elliptically polarized light. In this way, we detect the unknown light and find the types of the polarized light. Thank you.